Welcome back to the Cliff Ellis Show. We continue our player profiles this week with sophomore forward Tim Caesar. Here's more on the forward out of Arkansas.
I seen the beach. I'm gonna be honest, because we from Arkansas, we ain't got no beach. So I seen the beach and I like the atmosphere and it's like more opportunities here.
That's all it took for CCU forward Tim Caesar to make the move from the natural state to the Palmetto State. The sophomore comes from a small town in Marion, Arkansas, and saw the chance to receive a scholarship as a true blessing.
Where I'm from, people usually don't go to college because they can't afford it. So when I got on scholarship, it was a great opportunity to come up here, get my education.
That education is something Caesar has certainly made a priority since he arrived at Coastal in 2019. He is a business major who has made his family proud, and he says he has big plans once his playing career is done.
Man, they're excited, because usually basketball players usually to be honest, ain't good in the books, but I'm good at both, so they're excited and they're happy for me. My uncle have a trucking company, and of course, when he retired, he gonna need somebody to take over. So I wanted to major in business so I could take over.
But that's not to say Caesar doesn't bring it on the floor. He saw action in all but 2 games as a freshman and worked his way into the starting 5 for the final 11 games last season. The early experience allowed him to see exactly where he needed to improve.
Being more confident in scoring and being a better teammate to my teammates. Shooting the 3, being more consistent with the 3-point, working on my ball handling, rebounding more, and just playing more aggressive.
He's made strides over the course of this season, being a starter at the beginning of the year and bringing versatility on both ends of the floor. He says it's due in large part to the strong chemistry this bunch of Chanticleers has.
And this team, it's way better. We connect. This team, compared to last year's team, we really wasn't, we in jail, if that makes sense. This year, we jail, everybody have fun with each other, everybody like playing with each other, and everybody just being around each other.
Caesar hopes the bond will continue to grow as the Chants inch closer to the home stretch of the season, one that's been fun to be a part of.
Right now, it's nice, I ain't gonna lie, because everybody takes you hey, y'all school making noise this year. Everybody talking about 2020, a bad year, it ain't bad for us.
And Coach, I understand he's a guy that saw a decent amount of time last season. Just how were you really able to see him grow from his freshman year to now being a sophomore?
Well, first of all, Tim's a skill player. He's got the ability to score with the basketball. The big thing with Tim coming into the program is strength. He's more of a finesse player, a skill player, and strength will sometimes bother those kind of players. So the weight room is probably the biggest factor for him to get stronger, to get better, to withstand Division I power basketball, because when you come out of high school, it's totally different. When you're tall and big, you can get away with a lot of things in high school. In college, you have to learn to adapt to that physical play. And so the weight room is where we've seen the improvement. He's continuing to grow. He's continuing to get better. The sky's the limit for him, but we want him to get more physical.
And also, I know he's a guy that also has it up here and brings it with the books and everything as well. Just have you really seen him be an example for guys on the team as a student athlete?
He, as well as just about all of our guys, do the work in the classroom, and that certainly makes it easier for a coach, because if you got that to deal with, that's just another headache, so to speak, that kind of takes away from what you're trying to accomplish on the floor.
And then also, I understand he was starting at the beginning of this season and has kind of had his role maybe decreased a little bit. How has he responded to that?
Well, nobody wants to be demoted, so to speak, I guess to say, but Garrett Green, the way that he was playing and the way that Tipler and now Kevin Williamson's playing, we seem to have a better niche of flow right now, playing with 4 guards, and Tim is not a guard, so that's affected his play, but I think Tim understands that what's best for the team is the most important thing.
And it's always important to have guys like that understand that team concept. We're back with more of the Cliff Ellis Show right after this.
The Cliff Ellis Show is sponsored by Creek Rats and Rock'em All Land and Timber.